904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Oh, yeah! The legendary Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. We do such a wonderful job. Again, my young son oftentimes makes visits over there to get ailments checked out. And always treated so well, not just by you, Doc, but by all your guys over there. So we appreciate that. How are you?
Doing well.
Yeah. How are the Penguins doing lately?
Penguins are actually doing pretty good.
We're okay right
now?
now?
They're
right.
they're right in the hunt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rangers aren't. Doc, okay, so we got this blockbuster trade, man, right? Mookie Betts is going from Boston to L.A., The Twins are involved as well. There's one superstar prospect who Boston wants in the deal, and he's a pitcher. Okay, well, this pitcher has undergone Tommy John surgery and then missed time in 2019 because of a shoulder injury, but he's a young pitcher with a live arm, so we're going to take a shot at him. But whenever you make a trade, we pending physicals. We got some red flags here, Doc. So just take me through what would happen. All right, so we've made a trade. I'm 21 years old. I walk into your office. I'm a pitcher. Do they bring the records? How do you go over in terms of giving a physical and giving them a clean bill of health? Is it a quick one? Is it thorough? How deep is it, the actual exam?
Oh, no, that's a thorough.
It's a big one.
Going over, particularly of the arm. I mean, obviously, these guys are healthy otherwise, so you're looking at his throwing arm and elbow and shoulder. So he's got issues on both. So I'm sure they've evaluated the records, the surgical report of his elbow, and they've x-rayed it, and, they find some arthritic changes of his elbow on his x-ray, a simple thing that you do in 2 minutes. That's the quick first look and say, we got some arthritis of this kid's elbow. That's going to be a problem. Okay,
so when you say it's a quick look, is it just by feel? Do you X-ray?
No, you x-ray that, and that's before you even see him.
Okay,
send him to x-ray. He's x-rayed before he comes in to see you. You're looking at the x-rays before you walk in the room. And you look at the x-ray, and it's like, wow, we got some arthritis because he has chronic instability of his elbow.
Right.
And that's going to be an issue. He's going to have issues long term.
Elbow or shoulder for a pitcher would be more concerning? Or does it both?
Yeah, they're both a problem, but probably the elbow is more of an issue. But if he's got rotator cuff issues of his shoulder, more so than the labrum. Labrum's very fixable, and a lot of them have that.
Right.
So they all have fraying of the labrum and little tears of their labrum.
That goes with the territory of throwing repetitively.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's a given. But if their rotator cuff has a tear in it, that's a bigger deal.
Okay.
So those are the things you're really looking at.
All right, so you're a 21-year-old kid, Doc. I've just come in here. By the way, he's of Latin descent, so I don't know where he is but is this going to be shocking news to him, or does he already know this? I guess is what I'm asking. You're looking at these, and you're concerned. And is it your job to tell the person who's been traded, or do you tell the team, or what? The team has hired you, I suspect. So how do you handle that?
Well, and that's a very good point, because if you
get that, Jeffrey.
As a physician,
I'm glad you made one.
There's HIPAA rules that control what you can transmit to certain people.
Okay.
So you certainly, the person you're seeing, the patient is entitled to all their records, and other people are not necessarily.
Okay.
Now, if you're hired by the team and that's all written down, that has to be documented that these are the people who are entitled to your information, and that player will sign that. So prior to that evaluation, he will have signed something authorizing the release of medical records and to the certain teams and people.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. They say that medical-related impasses are typically worked around. Listen, in Boston, the Red Sox fans are furious over trading Mookie Betts. and maybe the reaction is a little bit stronger than they thought, and so maybe we're going to find a couple extra things wrong with this kid and say, we can't do it and pull it back. Could that be a scenario, that conspiracy theory that I'm presenting to you?
No, I think the doctor's going to do his job, and he's going to say this, that, and the other. But if he does have arthritic changes in his elbow or a rotator cuff of his shoulder on an MRI, that certainly could lead the team to say we don't want to take that risk.
Doc, we had an issue yesterday with a drill team member, Jeff Prosser. We were set to golf, and he had some serious back problems. Yeah. He was in obvious pain. He couldn't work around it. We brought someone in to deep massage him. There was
machinery and all. I didn't ask for it, Doc. They just were trying to.
It was somewhat uncomfortable, but we were trying to get him healthy.
I didn't find it uncomfortable at all. I found it very comfortable. 100%. I got to lay there all damn day.
Doc, he then went out and plied himself with some muscle relaxers and alcoholic beverages. Would you encourage that type of behavior, Doctor, as he was able to get through the 18 holes?
For legal aged,
absolutely. 100%.
Injured ones.
Really not a fan of combining medications and alcohol. But
it wasn't muscle relaxer. It was like aspirin.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Guy's okay with that.
Right. I could take an aspirin with a beer. Right?
But asprin and beer is fine.
My biggest problem is Federer's
how do you feel today, by the way?
What do you mean?
Is it still sore?
Yeah,
it is. Okay. Did you get up today? No,
it
listen,
hurts.
if it hurts, you can work it out a little bit and get through it, but it's going to hurt worse the next day.
Well, to that point, if you're having, back pain is a common thing in golfers, a lot of people have back pain.
Right.
The concerning part would be if you have shooting pain down your legs, numbness, tingling in your leg. That's more concerning for a disc problem.
Any of that?
That's not a workaround
I pinched
that day.
That's
a
lower
problem.
Back is what I've done. I pinched like I did with my neck the other day. Because here's how it happened. I initially heard it like changing a tire on Saturday, and then it got better, and I felt fine. And then yesterday, I got up, started the car, got in the truck, realized, I forgot my coffee, and just opening the door and twisting and turning and getting out, boom, it hit something. And
snap,
just like that. So anyway,
do you think he'll be okay, or do we have to go in there and look around?
No, I think he's going to be okay. But those treatments like that, massage or chiropractic treatment, are very helpful for that.
Yeah, they were.
He got me walking. I don't know if I would have been able to play.
No. He was in some serious pain.
It still hurt.
I tried. I actually chased him around the room in an effort. As you know, I'm not a doctor, but every now and then I like to do things. And I asked him to put his arms up like this, and I was going to snap it.
Yeah,
I was going to snap it back into place.
Yeah, I couldn't let him touch it.
He wouldn't let me do that.
He's stuck. Yeah,
good decision.
Good decision. Know what he's doing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thank
you. Good decision.
Yet another one. You remember Felipe Frank's injury against Miami in the season opener.
Yes.
Now, Frank's yesterday made it official. His transfer to Arkansas. Okay. He signed up there. Mm-hmm. Is Felipe Frank's full speed now, like for spring, he will be?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, good for him.
Yeah, it's very recoverable, and he should be fine at this point.
All right, well, good. We'll see what kind
at least his ankle's fine.
Impact. Huh?
His ankle's fine at this point.
Yeah, he had that was
he broke it, right? Yeah. Broke and dislocated it?
Yeah, but it should be fine now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The Hawks traded for a guy, he's a very good player, Clint Capella, came from Houston, but he has been out, and they say he will miss the rest of the year with plantar fasciitis. Is that really that debilitating?
He's out for the year?
That's what my son was saying. I don't know if that'll be the case.
Wow.
I think there is some talk that he might be. Plantar fasciitis, remind folks what that is, because we do hear that injury sometimes, and then what the treatment and the worst case scenario, absence might be.
Yeah, so the plantar fasciitis is an inflammation of basically the arch of your foot, where it attaches typically to the heel, the calcaneus. And so when you
calcaneus,
exactly.
Yes.
So when you put your foot on it's very common. People get up in the morning and step down. It's like they're stepping on a rock. You've had it.
I've had it. Yeah,
right,
I feel like you stepped on a tack or a nail.
Right.
You think you got a piece of glass, and to the point that you're literally driving yourself nuts looking for the piece of glass in your heel that's not there.
I have a question here, and this is a medical question, but I'm thinking this could stump you. You may know the answer, but and it's legitimate. You said it happens in the arch of your foot, right?
I did.
Okay. What if you have flat feet? Do flat feet people get plantar fasciitis, and do people with high arches get it more than people with flat feet?
I'd have to look that up as a
pretty good thought,
true,
isn't it?
but yes is the answer.
Okay.
You can get plantar. You still have a plantar fascia even though you have a flat arch.
Because I have the flattest feet. Flat feet. There's no arch.
Yeah. Now I would suspect I'd have to look up the data.
Is there a correlation between flat feet and intelligence?
No. There is not.
I thought that was a pretty good question.
I'm saying maybe
it's
that's
a valid question.
Okay, valid.
I don't know that there's any data to support that one way or another, but I have seen plantar fascia in people with flat feet.
You have seen it. Okay.
I would suspect that it's more prone in people that do have a high arch because there's more tension on it.
Right.
Because it's basically when your arch, you have an arch, and then when you step down and it stretches out, it pulls at the attachment side on the heel, and that's where you get the problem.
Okay.
So back to your point. So treatment-wise, a lot of the treatment is just when you sit at night and you're asleep, your foot goes forward, so it plantar flexes, it flexes towards the floor.
Okay.
And so the heel cord and all is at rest, and then when you stretch it out in the morning and put your foot down, it stretches it and hurts it, and that's what. So night splints to hold your foot up at 90 degrees has been a good treatment to prevent that.
Okay.
And then there's therapeutic things with steroid creams and sometimes injections in there. Worst case, sometimes you release the fascia. In this case, to be out for a year is an extraordinarily long time.
Well, he did play the first half. He's missed about a few weeks, and so it would, probably be.
If you can rupture the fascia,
you can.
Oh yeah, and then that takes a little longer to recover.
But is there any surgery at all ever involved in that, or
you wouldn't repair? You can, but typically not. You let that heal. Some in sprinters, you hear sometimes that gets repaired, but usually you don't repair.
And
that.
if a
is it tendonitis, basically?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And if a professional athlete came and had plantar fasciitis, what would your initial diagnosis be for him to not, to do those types of things before he could be back? Like how long?
A lot of it is a pain thing.
Okay.
That you can work through that. You typically aren't going to make it worse. You may prolong the problem by continuing to run on it, but the treatment is those splints at night, put it at rest, and stretching and so forth. Exactly.
And I mean, isn't just about every case of plantar fasciitis, if that's exactly what it is, isn't that always knocked out within a couple of weeks?
Oh, no.
Because for me, I must not have had it very bad. But stretching, and within 3 or 4 days, it was gone for me.
It lasts a long time, but it's one of those where you say, look, it's going to hurt, deal with it. It's not going to cause yourself harm, but it's just going to hurt.
Can you numb it up?
You can. You can inject it and make that go away for a period of time.
8% of people have a flat feet, Dan, so you're an 8%er. Congratulations. I'm not going to give you some of the other corollaries. I don't want you to
feel bad.
What it means and where you're from, that kind of thing. All right, Doc, anything else?
Genetics. Leave me alone.
Well, when's the draft coming up? Start talking about Tua. What his see if they got an MRI of his hip yet.
They say he's going to do a pro day in March, so
that'll be interesting.
We're also
look for that one.
Doc, we're going to quiz you hard leading up to the draft about preemptive hydration.
Yes, we're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas for the draft. Doc, you want to come with us? Yeah, come on.
Vegas is nice.
Yeah, Vegas is nice. He says. It's a nice place. Nice
Doc
people
in
there.
Vegas.
Nice people there. All right. That's Doc Kevin Murphy.
He's the
Southeast
best.
Orthopedic specialist because they're just too big for one name. And you can also find him at jacksportsdoc.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
I'm Paul Posluszny, and you're listening to the best Jaguars coverage in Jacksonville on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Slip and falls can be embarrassing, leaving you in pain and feeling like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. After a fall, document the scene by taking photographs. Make sure to get medical attention for any injuries you may have. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
Do you suffer from acid reflux? If you have persistent heartburn, long-term use of reflux medications could lead to other problems. The experts at Baptist Center for Bariatric and Reflux Surgery can pinpoint the cause of your issue and tell you about the latest treatment options that could end your reflux symptoms for good. Call 904-202-REFLUX today. That's 202-7335.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASC certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
The Daytona 500. Be here on February 16th to witness the biggest race of the year, where one driver will make history as a Daytona 500 champion. Be here to feel the power that takes your breath away and brings you to the edge of your seat, and to experience the thrill of one of the greatest events in sports and one of the most iconic events in the world. This is the Daytona 500. Tickets are available now at 1-800-PIT-SHOP or Daytona500.com.
Hey folks, been thinking about getting your carpets cleaned? Call Zero Res, the #1 rated carpet cleaner in town. Call us to get your carpets, tile and grout, area rugs, and furniture cleaned. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
If you're looking for a reason to work with a local Geico agent, I have all of them, because I'm the voice of reason. Reason 1, Geico agents could help you save on more than car insurance. Reason 2, they can help tailor your policy to fit your needs. Reason 3, they're local. And 4, they're local. Yes, I already said that, but it's still a good reason.
And if you're looking for more ways to save, your local Geico agent could help with more than just your auto insurance. Stop by or give them a call today. They're here to help.
Let's observe the inflatable noodle man. His constant undulating entices people to look at me, look at me. He's tireless and brainless, a literal airhead. Curiously, however, the inflatable noodle man, when hearing that Geico not only saves people money, but also has an award-winning app that makes it easy to manage one's policy, he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Just ask an inflatable noodle man. Carefully, they are unpredictable creatures.
You don't have to be a jet setter or a high roller. Head over to Best Bet to experience the best in world-class poker, delicious food and drinks, and fun card games for all levels right in your own backyard. Featuring games like Pai Gow, 3-card poker, and Ultimate Texas Hold'em, there are now more ways to win than ever. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff make playing fun for all. Best Bet. Experience the best.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Southern Oak Insurance. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. We've heard a lot about the 2 home games in London for the 2020 season. That was announced a couple days ago. In addition to that, Shad Khan had the chance to talk to media about a possible bigger role this season.
A little different role, quite frankly, and there is always, a fine line between abdication and delegation, okay? Between micromanagement and, being AWOL. So where are those lines?
Visit Jaguars.com for more from Shad Khan. For college basketball, Florida Gators went on a 39-7 second half run to erase a 22-point deficit, leading to the win over Georgia 81-75. 70 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, top of the hour. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out on the drill, news and notes from the National Football League. Oh, boy. L.A. Rams are saying, Todd Gurley,
I trade him?
I'm going to trade you. Where are you trading Todd Gurley?
No one's going to take him.
No, I'll give you a 7th rounder for it and hope he's,
it's one of the great mysteries. That guy, people forget, was cruising along the Super Bowl year. 12 games in, he was the MVP of the league.
Yeah.
And he got banged up a little bit, and we just never saw him, and he never got going this year, did he?
No.
And it's odd because when he does play, he doesn't seem to favor anything. Like, he won't play at all, and then you'll give him a carry. He'll go 28 yards, through the left gap. But it's a knee, right? He's just got a bulky knee. Is that the deal?
Well, yeah, he's had it for.
Maybe Tennessee will trade for him after some team, mystery team swoops in with like $11 million a year for Derrick Henry.
I'm pretty sure the Titans will sign Derrick Henry. They have to.
They have to.
I mean, there is no other choice for them.
Jimmy Burrow says he can't figure out where all the chatter is about his son not wanting to play for the Bengals.
That seems to be a media, contrived storyline to me.
Yeah, not sure where the information is coming from. Jimmy Burrow said, we're all excited that Joe has put himself in a position to be considered as a possible high draft choice. Here's where it's coming from. First, Carson Palmer said the Bengals weren't serious about winning Super Bowls. Then Burrow hired Carson's brother, Jordan Palmer, to train him. Jordan Palmer, by the way, works with a lot of these guys now in the offseason. Jordan Palmer, one-time Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
Then Joe said he wanted to play for a team committed to winning Super Bowls, which sounds a lot like what the first Palmer was saying. Then former Bengal wideout TJ Houshmandzadeh, remember him, who's also working with Burrow, said they weren't disparaging the Bengals, but that they should strongly consider any gigantic trade offers they might get. Other than that, Mr. Burrow, it's totally coming from nowhere.
Agreed.
If the Burrow family really wanted to kill the speculation, they could use some of these media appearances, which they say they're tired of doing, but keep doing anyway, to say something along the lines of, we can't wait to be the Bengals and we're totally fine with playing in Cincinnati.
I disagree with that. That's not on you to say that. You're not a free agent. You're
Right.
going to go where who drafts you, or then we'll find out. I don't know why. So, this seems unfair to the Bengals franchise.
Yeah.
It's one thing if he starts that and then you pick up on it, but why don't we hear that every year with the crappy team that's drafting? We don't.
Yeah.
This is the first time really it's come up since the Eli Phillip Rivers.
Would you want to play for the Bengals? You wouldn't care? They're so cheap. That's the only thing. I don't think they.
Yeah, but you're going to be slotted, so they can't go. They can't cheap.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about your personal money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how committed are you to winning.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Familiar?
But would you want to play for the Jaguars or or any of the other, maybe the Dolphins?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. You had mentioned, I heard you disparaging my guy at you got in a little early today. And
yeah, I've been starting at 6 for a while now.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were throwing out some bombs early this morning, and you were disparaging my guy and telling me we have no chance of getting him, and what are we doing? And
who?
Hoopa.
Yeah, we're not getting him.
Hoopa.
Yeah, we can't afford him.
We're getting him.
Yeah, we can't afford him. There are teams with a lot more money that also need tight ends. Do you think they're going to go after him?
It's a salary cap, baby.
Yeah.
We got lots of room.
Yeah, we don't do the
We got
right thing in free
maneuverability.
agency. Hick, I don't know if you know this.
Did you have some numbers, though? Was there a story that you had some numbers?
I have salary cap room for other teams.
What do we have right now?
Oh, it doesn't list us.
Oh.
We don't have any. I think we're over the cap, aren't we?
I don't know.
I believe we are. Beef, could you tell me, look up the Jaguar salary cap status?
Yeah.
And teams like
Well,
Houston.
obviously, we're going to trim some.
Yeah, we're going to trim some, but these
That's a lot.
These guys got $80 million.
It's a lot. It doesn't matter. You just have to pay the guy, guaranteed $35 million.
Yeah, they won't do that.
Well, they should.
Yeah. You know what? Why they won't do that? Because that means Shad Khan would have to spend another $35 million. Why would they? Why would
according
they
to
want to do that?
Sportrack,
play another game in London.
According to Sportrack.com,
Yes,
sir.
Jaguars currently 30th the NFL in cap space at negative $1.4 million.
Yeah,
No
we're done.
problem.
Yeah,
I can work around that.
Yeah, no,
you
you
can
can't.
navigate that.
We
I
got-
can navigate
Could be worse. It could be
it.
the Vikes. They're at negative $12 million.
I just cut Jeff Sway, and we're now plus 0.26.
Awesome.
Up, just cut Marquise Lee. Now we're plus 10.
I don't know if we're that much on Marquise Lee,
Yeah.
but
Just cut whoever else we're cutting. We're cutting a few of them along the way.
the Jags aren't good at free agency. They just aren't.
Most
They've signed.
teams aren't, bro.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, tell the Packers that with those two
The rest
guys
of the
they
division
got.
are all in the top 15.
We've gotten Calais Campbell in free agency.
Other than that, it's looking great.
We've
And
got,
AJ Boye.
he had a good year.
Yeah.
He had a good year.
Good football player.
Yeah, he got a good year.
think
We
people-
overpaid for him. He's one of the guys that's going to now be cut.
Well, you have to in free agency. It's like we're going to overpay for Hooper.
Yeah, we're not getting Hooper.
We're getting Hooper.
We're not getting Hooper.
We got to get Hooper.
Don't have enough money for Hooper.
The Dan Hicken plan, offseason plan, is predicated around getting Hooper.
Listen, the Dan Hicken plan, when it was way too soft, like in 2014,
Yes.
said we'd have a Super Bowl by 2020,
No,
which is now
I said
coming
that was
gone.
the goal. The
If
goal
they
is
followed it,
Yeah. If they had followed the plan and signed the Super Six, we would have had a Super Bowl.
Remember who the Super Six even was?
That was a lot of good football
Bunch
players.
of winners. That's what it was.
Champs.
One was a
champions.
defensive lineman from
Guys,
the
you know what?
Bengals.
Guys
What's
with
good?
rings. That's what they were. The guys with rings, Prots.
The rings and the blings.
What's good? What's good?
Oh, by the way, there is a World War I museum and monument.
Yeah,
in
that's what he was
Kansas
referencing.
City.
He said he saw people up on the memorial, but it's just funny saying that like they played the season for.
Right. He makes and that's a
World War I
lie. He
vets.
just found this out, by the way.
Yeah.
But either way.
So anyway, no go on Hooper is what you're telling me right now.
Now, listen, I've been telling you all year about my guy Anthony Edwards there at Georgia. Had you seen him before last night? Had you seen Georgia play?
A little, but not like watching him
Right.
play.
He's really good, isn't he? Yeah.
That's what we all wish Scotty Lewis was.
You know who he reminds me of? Jimmy Butler.
That's a
Kind
good
of
one.
built like
It's a good
him. He
comp.
plays like him.
Yeah.
And so
He's insane like him.
he might be a first round. He might be the number 1 overall pick.
Well, he's a top 3 guy. There's 3 of them. Will the Knicks, Hawks, or Bulls get Anthony Edwards? Knicks, Hawks, Bulls talk. Heck, a draft party coming soon in May.
Well, that'll be good.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for
It's
more
the
announcements.
draft, but unfortunately, the
Second annual.
We're gonna have a big pregame because I believe the draft's in June.
Pool's extra warm.
No, it's not. It's a draft lottery.
draft
party.
lottery.
Oh, the lottery. Never
Yeah.
mind. You're right. That's correct.
Yes.
What about
All
a
right,
draft
now-
party? I mean, we're gonna
No.
follow it
No,
up.
no,
with
no,
that?
no, no.
Don't
Get crazy.
Did I already commit to coming to the draft party this year? Did that happen? At
No,
some
I don't
point?
think you were even invited.
Oh,
Awkward.
Gosh.
Mrs. P, though, we're
I'll
hoping
sh-
will
I'll
make an appearance.
I'll
This
show
be
if I
always
want
welcome.
to.
We're hoping
Make you
Mrs.
call
P
the
comes.
cops.
In the most recent mock, Edwards, hovering around 1-2, depending on which mock you look at.
Well, listen,
He is a gunner. I mean, it's not a sure thing,
he
but
had
he's
32
awful good.
points, dude.
And he hit all.
Did you see
a lot
that
of
play
big
he
shots.
made when he drove the lane?
Yeah,
It's like
he
him and
flipped it up
Wiseman.
over.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. He's really. I told you. I saw him in Hawaii.
I was like, oh.
Hick, I saw him in Hawaii, and Georgia was playing in that Rainbow Classic, and they
Uh-huh.
were playing somebody, and they were down like 24, and he got hot like he did remember the first half. He scored like 15 points in a row or something last night
Why
for Georgia.
isn't Georgia basketball worth a damn?
They should be good because Atlanta produces a lot of good players.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess it's the
And it
coach.
never
You got to
has.
get that special coach, man.
Oh, my gosh.
You need.
Tom
they
Green's
need
a good coach.
They need their Billy
No?
Donovan. Well,
Except
he
for
went to
Sticks.
Indiana. He wasn't a good coach.
He wasn't?
No. If he was a good coach at Indiana, you know where he wouldn't be?
Georgia.
Georgia is like that last stop for people whose career are on the
Jim
down.
Herrick.
There's been more than him.
Yeah.
Tubby. I mean,
Tom Crean, Mark Fox, Denny Felton, Jim Herrick,
all
Ron
those guys.
Jersa, Tubby, Hugh Durham was there for a lengthy period of time.
Yeah.
Great job.
almost exclusively, those are all guys whose that was the step down in their career. Now, not Fox. He came up from Nevada, I believe.
Where is he now? Is he coaching anyone?
I'm
Mark
not sure
Fox?
he is. Not sure he is. He did not do a good job at Georgia either.
But if you can't win it, I mean,
what does Georgia go to the tournament? Like 1 out of every 3 years? 2 out of
Georgia
every
went
5?
15, 11, 8.
Yeah, so every 4 years, basically.
2.
Yeah. That's it.
4 appearances since 2.
Yeah, that's not good. They should be much better than that. They haven't had a lot of
it's
talent
interesting,
either.
Jeff, if you look up the SEC teams, though, but my point
SEC doesn't play basketball. They play football, Hick. There's your
There's
answer.
no doubt.
Yeah, there's your answer.
But my point
And you know
about
what
Georgia is you're right, because I've always thought that. And Georgia Tech ain't any good either.
They have been. Now, Georgia Tech's had higher ceiling than Georgia has,
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah.
yeah.
But I'll tell you the reason for that. Georgia Tech's is in a basketball conference, and Georgia's in a football conference.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech is, not going to be as good in football as Georgia.
When was the last time Georgia Tech was in the tournament? I got the answer.
Yeah, I'm going to say like 14.
Nope, 10.
That long?
Yep.
That's surprising.
Since 10, 13 and 18, 11 and 20, 16 and 15, 16 and 17, 12 and 19, 21 and 15, 21 and 16, 13 and 19, 14 and 18, and 11 and 12 this year. They have had Josh Pastner, Brian Gregory, Paul Hewitt was
And by
there
the
for
way,
a lengthy time, and Bobby Cremins.
But Gregory and Pastner got way too much rope, too. Like Gregory was there 5 years.
Never
wasn't he?
took him to the tournament.
And wasn't he there 5-6 years?
Yes, he was there for 5 years.
And now Pastner's been there 3 or 4 years, and they're not doing anything. And Pastner, by the way, has also had some storms going on outside the program. Outside the lines at least.
Bobby Cremins went 9
Sure
years.
it's Bobby Cremins' court now at Georgia
9
Tech.
years in a row, he went to the tournament.
Oh yeah, that's when I was in high school, and they were fun to watch, man. High
Lost the
school into
regional
college.
final, lost the regional semi, lost first round, second round, first round, national semi, second round, regional semi, first round. Bobby Cremins.
Couple of deep runs, not a ton.
Bro, other than that,
Georgia Tech has never been much. When I was a kid, they were terrible at basketball.
So my point
is
they
weren't in the ACC then.
Does not Atlanta churn out tons of great basketball players?
Well, those Georgia Tech teams, you think of the great players on those teams, they weren't coming from Atlanta. But there were some, like the James Forrest was an Atlanta kid, or at least a Georgia kid. I think Tommy Hammonds was a Georgia kid. Mm-hmm. But Mark Price was from Oklahoma, and Dalrymple was from, like, New Jersey. And
what about 3D?
Dwayne Farrell was from Atlanta.
Where's 3D from?
Dennis Scott.
You don't remember?
Kenny Anderson and Marbury, those guys from New York City.
Well, that's Bobby Crimmins. Bobby Crimmins would get those guys.
Yeah.
So Georgia basketball, though not very good, but the Anthony Edwards kid was going to FSU.
Can you imagine?
If Anthony Edwards was at FSU, they'd be number one in the country.
I knew that he had been in FSU, but I didn't pay much attention as it happened why he did that. Is there
February 12th, 2019, as you may have heard, Florida State missed on what would have been its highest-rated recruit in over 25 years when Anthony Edwards decided to stay close to home and sign with Georgia. This development left many FSU fans upset, disappointed, and confused. Let's discuss the decision and the ramifications. Start with the basics. Who is Anthony Edwards? This is a year ago before he came on. He's a combo guard from Atlanta, arguably the top player in the class. There are many places on the internet to go if you want a scouting report on him that makes him such a highly ranked player. His decision was a big deal with his commitment to FSU. He would have been the highest-ranked high school player to choose the Noles since Doug Edwards in 1990.
Terrible hawk, Douglas Edwards.
His addition to the class already assembled by the Noles would have vaulted it in the top 5 nationally, would have made it the highest-ranked class for FSU since the advent of the modern-era recruiting rankings.
And it would have made them maybe the odds-on favorite for the NCAA title this year.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now, I will say this, the one thing about FSU is you never know where you're going to get beat from. And if Anthony Edwards was there, it would be a different story.
Well, and Leonard Hamilton would also be playing him 21 minutes a game and just putting him in that 12-man rotation.
Edwards was a strong...
I bet you he wishes he'd have gone to FSU.
Yeah, Edwards was a strong FSU lean for months. Leonard Hamilton and his staff had forged a relationship with him. FSU has been recruiting him since he was in middle school. He referred to the Seminole coaches like family more than once publicly. He favorably commented on FSU's system. All signs were pointing to FSU. This was especially true considering that Florida State is currently enjoying success on the court. The Noles argued to Edwards that he could come to Tallahassee and immediately compete not just for ACC championships but for national championships. Unfortunately for Nole fans, that narrative began to change a few weeks ago. Whispers began that Georgia was making up significant ground in the recruitment. A couple national recruiting observers changed their predictions from FSU to UGA. The Dogs seem to be picking up momentum. Edwards had an official scheduled for February 9th. Unfortunately for the Seminoles, Edwards canceled the visit and officially committed to Georgia.
Well, and you guys have heard me this year talk about it's been very frustrating to watch Anthony Edwards play and know that we have 2 McDonald's All-Americans and Scotty Lewis and Trey Mann who are just at a complete different level.
This is what Anthony Edwards said, but this kind of makes me laugh. I gotta be honest. I love you, kid. These are 16 to 18-year-olds, and they're making these decisions. But this is what he said. Why did you pick Georgia? My sister just had my nephew. I want to see him grow, so staying close to home was a big factor.
For 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. Come on. By the way, Tallahassee to Atlanta, like 4 hours, too. Here, though.
Baby, I mean, you're gone in 3 months. Come on.
No one's buying that. It'd be one thing if it was your kid.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've been bemoaning the fact that Georgia's McDonald's All-American looks a lot more All-American than our guys who just look like guys that hang out at McDonald's.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards last night, 32 points, 6 rebounds.
Yeah. Scotty Lewis had 9 rebounds.
6 of 9 from 3.
Yeah. Scotty Lewis is a great athlete.
Scotty Lewis and Trey Mann combined 15 points, 11 rebounds.
And that was one of their best combined games in a long time. Yeah, Trey Mann hit 3 threes in the second half that helped bring the game to his back.
Let me tell you what else that Mike White did with those guys last night. He played Scotty Lewis 38 minutes and Trey Mann 31. They haven't been getting that kind of playing time. Quez Glover got his playing time, abandoned last night. All right. It is a sad state of affairs, Dan.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it really is when you're a former champion pedigree team.
Uh-huh.
And you've won natties, and it just becomes sad when you celebrate the 17th ranked recruiting class. That's it almost makes my heart sad. Let's bring Joe U in.
Okay.
It's like I feel like a pity.
Joe U's on the phone.
Like a pitifulness.
Hello, you.
Before I get to my take on football.
Whoa. This always happens to you, Joe U. Joe U, stop. This always happens to you.
Coach on the phone talking about paying.
Joe U, can you hear me? Stop.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, stop. You always do this. You always do this before we get to my take, and then you say something and you get dumped. So I want do your take first.
You guys may agree with it. You may agree with it though.
Okay, all right.
With the NCAA, with this FBI probe that screwed up our recruiting in basketball by implicating Coach Larinaga, who obviously is clean. He wouldn't throw a rock in a ghost town. The guy's clean. Meanwhile, you got LSU's coach on the phone talking about how he's paying players and how much. And there's nothing to see here.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't explain that one. I actually do agree with you. It's shocking, but I do agree with you.
I know what I'm doing. I wanted to ask you guys. The NFL is king now, and I think with the contracts and it's a made-for-TV sport. It's definitely. But there was a time when baseball was our national pastime. By the way, Hank Aaron's birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday,
yes,
Mr. Aaron. Is the NFL, my question, what do you guys think about this? Is the NFL too big to fail? Could they, with all this greed with these owners and squeezing every dime out of every municipality they can, is it too big to fail, or could they make some terrible decisions like MLB has made and possibly lose market share and not be our pastime?
You're to your first point, how it's right now it's rolling. So yeah, it doesn't seem like, but yeah, they can blow it. Sure, they can. Go on strike for a year, and you're not going to have these kinds of numbers when they come back in 2021. So there are ways to do it. And one thing I will say about the NFL, even as popular and as on top of the world they are right now, I think they at least have the sense to recognize that. I don't think they are so confident and cocky that they can sit out a year and think that there won't be serious backlash and repercussions. So that's why I don't think there will be a work stoppage.
Yeah.
But without a work stoppage, I don't see anything derailing this right now. It's in its heyday.
Not anytime soon. I always worry about, the head injuries and, there's always been a battle because football is a violent game. That's why fans go. It's like car crashes in NASCAR. They go to see the big hits and such and the great plays. And so as they continue to try to figure that out and find that proper balance, but to get absolutely derailed, not anytime soon, friend.
It's not possible. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think a work stoppage would have the effect Jeff thinks it does. I think he'll be right back. People miss it.
Yep.
I remember they went on strike the last time. They were scabs. The Saints were actually started winning when we were on strike, and we were chanting, "Stay on strike." In the Superdome, and then the real team came back. We went back to being terrible again. We had John Fourcade leading us to actual wins.
John Fourcade, very nice.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Thank you, Joe. You appreciate that. Hank Aaron,
I'm a bad loser. I'm a worse
86 years young, the Hammer. I like to always look at his stats because they were incredible. What he was able to 3,700, almost 3,800 hits, 2,297 ribs. 2,000 plus runs.
It's impressive. I'm full after one rack.
What a career. Yeah, I know you are.
There's some that suggest that Hank Aaron doesn't get enough debate about the best player of all time.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Aren't his numbers real similar to Willie Mays?
Yes. He hit 44 home runs in 1957.
Never hit 50, did he?
No. He hit 40 home runs in 1973.
I remember the
73. So think about that. From 57, that's 17 years later, he hit 40 home runs. I wonder if anyone ever did that. You think anybody ever did that? That big of a span?
Maybe in today's day and age, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
It's hard to play 20 years.
Oh, I know.
Was it a 16-year span?
Yeah, but he went 44 home runs, and then he still hit 40 in 1973 at the age of 39.
Tomey, maybe?
Bonds.
Yeah, probably a couple that have. But Bonds probably hit more later than he did earlier. Wonder why.
All right, let's do this. Let's come back and talk some more Jaguars. Obviously, they've been in the news lately. I don't know if you know that or not. and reset and get things going. Plus, top 5 at 8 makes an appearance.
People are excited.
Yeah. All coming up on the drill.
It's a custom.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Welcome to the National Football League. No one knows the Jaguars like Johnny O.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Hear Jaguars.com's John Osher on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by Florida Pump Service. We make water happen.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty. So stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey guys, it's Taylor Doll. We were just talking about our plans for Valentine's Day, and it got me thinking about Peterbrook Chocolatier and some of their great gift ideas as we approach the holiday. Starting with their fresh hand-dipped chocolate strawberries. These things are phenomenal. You can also design your own custom gift basket or go straight for the chocolate popcorn-filled chocolate heart. Just make sure you visit your convenient Valentine's Day headquarters location to pick up the Peterbrook today.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
If you love fried catfish, you'll love Thursday at the 1010XL Restaurant of the Day, Woody's Barbecue. The catchy catfish dinner special, just $11.99 at Woody's.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do. Let's eat.
I'm Holt Harrell. At Harrell & Harrell, we have the size and resources to take on the largest companies. But we are also the size that we know each and every one of our clients when they call. So call us, Harrell & Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Offices, Jacksonville.
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
This is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about how God never fails us. In the Bible, Christ says this, "I will in no way fail you or leave you without support." This is so important to remember because we can have the attitude, where is God when I need him? Why is this problem happening to me? No, just because your mind is saying one thing doesn't mean that God isn't going to do what he said. God has never failed us in the past. He's not about to start right now.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Reshape your golf game at Edwin Watts with the new tailor-made Sim family. The new Sim Shape in Motion series is here, featuring the Sim, Sim Max, and Sim Max D-Type drivers, fairways, and rescues. Sim woods have been reshaped to increase your distance and swing speed, while the Sim irons are made so you no longer have to compromise distance and feel. Get custom fit today and receive a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new tailor-made Sim Series golf club. Now at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
The highly skilled members of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians have been helping build Jacksonville for 118 years. Think about where you work. They built it. That hospital room where your children were born. They built it. The quality work and dedication of the highly skilled members of Local 234 has made them who they are since 1901. Learn more at ua234.com. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and I just can't say enough about Pella Windows and Doors. The highest quality products, the strongest limited warranties in the industry, constant innovation and design, and they just flat out look amazing. But don't just take my word for it. Consumer Reports has Pella rated #1 in all 3 window categories, wood, vinyl, and composite series. So why not go with the best? Call them today or visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla. Pella Windows and Doors, and tell them Mike sent you.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as a Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the 4th-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see us. From Lear toppers to roll-and lot bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality counts at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
Having the right homeowner's insurance coverage means you're protecting your most valuable possession. To learn more, go to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Oh. That music can mean one thing and one thing only, Jeff Prosser.
A little poker talk with the girl, Allie McDeal, on the hotline right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Allie. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing great. What you up to?
I am, I'm living the dream, babe. I'm living the dream. Oh. Somebody's got to do it.
Well, good. That makes you a dream girl.
That's right.
What's the latest at the rooms there for players to look forward to?
Yes, so the Orange Park Deep Stacks is happening this weekend. $30,000 guarantee, $200 to get into that event. There are satellites happening today and also another one tomorrow for $55. Those kick off at noon. So if you want to try to get in cheap, that's your way to go. Remember, you can play Friday or Saturday. There's 4 flights. You can play at noon or 6 p.m., and you'll come back and finish it out on Sunday. Another fun thing to look forward to that they are rolling out are some match play coupons. So there are $10 match play tickets. They're promotional items that we will be handing out, probably give some to you guys to give away, give some away on the radio show. But those match play certificates are good for use for the Florida game. So if you're looking to play 3-card poker, 2-card poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, DJ Wild, any of those games whatsoever. So that's a good opportunity to jump in, get your feet wet, kind of see what it's all about. So for every $10 you put up, they will match $10. So look forward to that coming out as well. That'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully those will be ready next week, and I'll give you guys a few to give away to your listeners.
All right. Awesome. Sounds great. You can find out all you need to know at bestbetjacks.com, and including you can watch some of their stream poker there through the Best Bet Live feature as well. And Allie, have a terrific weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you so much.
There she goes, Allie McDeal.
We were talking in the break a little bit about, everything that's been going on with the Jaguars off the field. I'm not an expert on all this stuff. I'd rather talk football personally, but obviously it's out there, and the discussion continues. I think part of the Jaguars' frustration is not with the fans, it's with the city, because I think they've been ready to get going on this Lot J thing, and they've, and it just, if we go back in the records and look at, when they unveiled the first plans for Lot J, that was years ago now, and so I think there's 3, as 1 year becomes 2 years, 2 years becomes 3 years. We haven't started it yet, right? When's it going to start?
I'm sure conceptually, I believe it made its debut at the State of the Franchise.
It did, but years ago.
I think it was 2 years ago.
I think it's more than that. I do.
Can you look up the Jaguar State of the Franchise 2018?
Yeah.
Because to me, that's when it came out. But I could be wrong. You might be right. It might be 2017 or 16.
And I think
they do all run together.
I do know this. I know the plans were to have this thing started a lot sooner than it's been started.
And I don't understand what the hesitancy on behalf of Jacksonville, what the hesitancy would be. I don't know.
I don't know all the different nuances.
I mean, I don't know what they're asking for exactly or what the collaboration would include financially wise.
And again, I'm just trying to figure things out here from the Jaguars side and understand their perspective. But I'm assuming that the frustration lies there because here's a guy willing to put up whatever it is, $250 million. They got a company willing to put up another $250 million. The city puts up what they put up, and I don't know what the number is, so I don't want to speak out of turn here. And boom, let's go.
18 was when the Lot J stuff was initially presented. 2017's had a lot of shipyards elements, but not Lot J.
Okay.
And then the shipyards, I guess the word is on that side of the street, there's so much contamination from years past. I don't know if that's official, but that's kind of what the thought is. Because why else would there be no development on that long stretch of land?
So the whole thought process was, how do we get downtown going? You know, but again, this is
and again, it's
I've been here
Shad
since
Khan for that to
1986.
happen.
We've been talking about this since 1986.
Sure.
And before I got here, I'm sure. So, so that's one of the elements, but I don't think the answer wasn't, well, let's move another game to London.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know how you could be so naive as to misjudge what the fans' reaction would be. So you either misjudge it or you don't care.
Right.
And like I said, the message or the money or whatever it is you're accomplishing with that second trip to London. But again, the argument that gets so tiresome is this: the ability to compete. No one is you may believe that,
right?
If you're the Jags,
I'm sure they do.
Stop saying it. All right. Because your fan base is spending a lot more of their disposable income to come to your games than you're spending your disposable income to own the team.
What if, Jeff, and I said, I think we said this yesterday, but what if I came out there and I said, all right, this is the Dan Hicken, state of the Dan Hicken financials. Okay, and so I put it up there in graphics and stuff, and I determined that the amount of joy that I'm getting out of watching the Jaguars with my investment was, again, 31st in the league. But I understand the challenges because we refuse to make any changes down there. So, I'm dealing with the challenges. But in hindsight, I'm going to have to give up 2 of my 3 season tickets because, obviously they wouldn't like that. So I just wish they would understand why. I'm sure they understand why fans are ticked about this, man. You're talking about 25% of your home schedule, okay?
100, yeah. No,
40 games in baseball, 20 games in basketball. That's what it is.
And I would also have that question. Any second thoughts on the passion of the Jaguar fan? You seem to call that into question. The ownership did.
Yeah.
What about now? Is that passion for you? The whole friggin' city and online and the Bolt City Brigade and all these people who support you loudly answering your as a response. Isn't that passion? Doesn't that count for something?
We talked about the Bolt City Brigade launching, and it's not just Bolt City Brigade, obviously. They want everybody involved, but a Duval Coalition, an initiative to unite fans across all walks of life. And it's just a way, I think, for fans to feel like they're doing something to let them be heard, to let folks understand.
To be active and not passive. Don't just sit back and accept and take whatever comes down there.
I'm not happy with this. I don't agree with this. I want you to know I don't agree with this. You had said something yesterday, and I crunched the math, so allow me here to get this wrong. You had said something yesterday. I don't know if it was during the show or not. Back when Shad Khan bought the Jaguars, what if the city had bought the Jaguars for $770 million? And I think I crunched the math, and I think I figured out if 77,000 of us had each put up 10 grand, would that have covered it?
77,000 times 10 would be 770,000.
Yeah.
Times 100 would be 7.7 million, and times 1,000 would be 77 million.
I said 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 would have done it.
So 77,000 of us each kicked in 10 grand.
We could have owned the team.
We would have Packered this thing.
We would have Packered them up.
Packered up.
We would have hired our own guys, made some decisions. Now there's 77,000 of us, and I don't know if you can find 77,000 people who got 10 grand each. Maybe some people would have to put in 100,000.
Oh, you can find 77 people that could do 10,000 each in a zip code.
77,000 people, Jeff. It's a lot of people.
That's true. That is a lot of people.
Now,
I was thinking 770 in my mind.
No.
You talked about the Duval Coalition.
Yes.
And what it can accomplish. The folks at the TU did get a statement, a reaction from Mark Lamping after hearing of this. And he said, quote, "We look forward to having productive dialogue with the group, which, as I understand it, consists of season ticket members and local business owners. It's important for us to listen to our fans."
Good. Well, that's good. So that's a positive. There you go. So I'm glad that, listen.
City, I've just gotten a text from somebody that I trust knows exactly. They say that the city's being asked to put up $250 million. Schott and his partners put up
500.
Just $250 million comboed. That's what.
Well,
unless that's not true.
That's not. I'll tell you why it's not true. Because it went up. The cost went up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% certain. It's not it's not a $500 million project anymore. I don't think. I think it's more like a $700 million.
Well, just so you understand too, this text is not someone who is against that happening, but it's not necessarily a quick decision to invest in something that big.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's true.
But then again, if it was brought up in 2018, that's not quick.
Yeah, let's meet and vote. I mean, we got to move things along here, folks. Let's get things going here.
And didn't Mark Lamping just say the other day that they got it in front of council now, right?
Oh yeah,
they expect a decision.
It's about to all happen here, but it should have happened a while ago. But that aside, we were talking about buying the Jaguars is what we were talking about, Jeff. And we're trying to make this happen.
What if we do the people giving up $10,000?
Yeah,
we get 70,000 of them.
Yeah,
we do Lot J.
Yeah,
and then as a board of directors, we vote on the roller coaster.
Well, you know what would happen if we voted as board of directors on the roller coaster.
We'd have hands up in the air and there'd be lots of screaming.
By the way, that revenue source would have covered all the problems if they simply had taken the $5 million and built a hell of a roller coaster over the stadium.
And through downtown now at this point. Let's just make it the biggest, baddest mow that you've ever seen. Let's do that.
It's a 6-minute roller coaster ride.
Correct.
Never before done.
You get on the other side of the river, and you go zipping around, maybe do a tunnel under the river.
Normally, the cost of a major coaster today will be anywhere from $10 to $30 million.
Man, that's nothing.
Chump change, friend.
Chump change.
We would have had it all.
Maybe we
Drop in the bucket.
Maybe we should.
If they would only listen.
Maybe we should
They laughed at us. They poo-pooed us.
This is the drill. It's a
what kind of revenue source would we have? They'd be crowded down there today, Pros.
Brought
crowded.
To you by Custom Tree. Have to cut down a lot of trees.
Riding
you call
Custom
Tree Surgeons.
It's not wooden.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Belly up to the bar and talk about your team.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Jacksonville's Sports Radio. 1010XL. Where friends meet.
I'm Glenn Levine, a board-certified civil trial lawyer. That means the Florida bars recognize me as an expert in the field of civil trial. As a trial lawyer, I'm trained to investigate every aspect of your case. If you've been involved in a legal dispute and are not sure of your options, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Office in Jacksonville.
2020 is here, and there's no more excuses. No more excuses for not getting a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. No more excuses for not getting 5 free oil changes. No more excuses for not getting the best price and top dollar for your trade. This year, there's no excuse why you shouldn't shop at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Trust us, we don't make excuses. We make it easy peasy to do business. Take the drive and see what you've been missing. We're here to wow you.
The Jacksonville RV Mega Show is February 6th through 9th at Jacksonville Equestrian Center. The largest RV show in Northeast Florida is back with hundreds of RVs, loads of parts and lifestyle vendors. Register to win $250 gift cards, no purchase necessary. $2 off coupons available at RV dealerships. Seniors save 50% Thursday. Military half off every day. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday the 6th through Sunday the 9th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. This is how we roll.
Republic Services is now hiring CDL drivers in Duval and St. Johns counties. Join the team of over 33,000 employees across the U.S. with Republic Services. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and competitive benefits. Over 50% of managers in Northeast Florida started their careers as drivers. You can build a career too. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment. For more information and to apply, wear the star, drive your career, visit republicservices.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. Savings Bowl is over, but everyone is still winning with a 20 times multiplier in their Winn-Dixie app. Yes, everyone. Multiply your points next time you grab your groceries from Winn-Dixie. Me and my bro just earned 2,000 points. That's $20 off our next purchase. And that's what I call a win for your wallet. Download the Winn-Dixie app today for your 20 times multiplier. Offer valid through February 12th and app only with Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store or winndixie.com/rewards for details.
Folks, you've heard me talking about the good folks at Zero Res Carpet Cleaning, but have you seen what other people are saying? Do yourself a favor. Google Zero Res Jacksonville and read the customer reviews. More than 2,800 of them with a score of 4.9 stars. Zero Res has that patented process that cleans the carpets without using any soap, any detergent, or any shampoos, which means no sticky residue left behind. That means your carpets stay cleaner longer. You want to get your carpets clean right now, right? Maybe you had a big Super Bowl party after the big game. If you had people over, don't wait. The deal is that great, and they're ready for you to call. Right now is the time to call Zero Res. They're offering the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $99. Maybe cold outside, but Zero Res is heating things up. 3 rooms for only $99. How good is that? This offer is only good in February, so call Zero Res. Here you go, 904-287-5727. That's 904-287-5727. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Did you know that there are 215,000 IT support jobs in the U.S. waiting for a qualified candidate, with an average starting salary of $53,000 a year? It's why Google developed the IT Professional Certificates, online programs that provide the job-ready skills you need to start or advance your IT career. By completing the program, your resume can be considered by Google and 40 other top employers. And you don't need tech experience or a college degree. Enroll today at g.co/ITcert. That's g.co/ITcert.
Motley Crue, Def Leppard, The Stadium Tour, a once-in-a-lifetime event with Poison and Joan Jett of the Blackhearts. Jacksonville, June 18th, TIAA Bank Field. Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. Before the general public on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
I'm Lisa the Botanista. Have you been spending too much time cooped up in the office? Do you find yourself living for the weekend, wanting to go out in the fresh air and sunshine? Whoever said a conference room must have 4 walls and fluorescent lights? At Freedom Boat Club, we not only want to make your weekend special, we want to make your work week memorable as well. Who needs a dull boardroom when you can spread out and relax with business partners and clients on one of our comfortable, spacious pontoon boats? Why not bring a prospective customer to cruise down the river while talking about a deal? What would you prefer, the drone of an air conditioner or the hum of a 4-stroke engine? Pontoon boats have become the most popular boat on the water, and Freedom Boat Club has plenty, like the boardroom, the conference room, the branch office, and the executive suite. When your boss calls, tell him you're in the conference room. Freedom Boat Club not only wants to take the hassles out of boat ownership, we want to support your business as well. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
It could get a little warm on the Roof It Right hot seat.
Would you mind not breathing fire on me?
When players and NFL experts join Jaguars today from 10 to noon on 1010XL. Roof it right so you can sleep at night. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Our Thursday is brought to you by Custom Tree Surgeons who...
La 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 la, Bobamba.
Oh, love a beat.
La 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 la, Bobamba. Necesito Bobamba.
This is where we go. This is how sick we are about sports, gang. We just spent the break talking about Mo Bamba, who is invisible for the Orlando Magic, yet somehow, of all the things going on in the world we could be talking about, we get into a deep conversation on Dwayne Dedmon and Mo Bamba.
You guys are sitting there with Chappie talking about who the Magic should have drafted.
Intern Mike has Mo Bamba socks on today.
That's what started it.
Yeah.
And then we got into, who they should have drafted instead of Mo Bamba, who apparently is Mo Terrible.
Mo Better Blues when you draft Mo Bamba. Welcome back to the show. If Mo Bamba was an outfielder for the Twins, it'd be good because he'd be part of the Bamba squad.
Mo Bamba. No, how about what they should have said is no Bamba. No Bamba. That's what they should have done.
Did you see the 32 predictions for the NFL teams?
From which one?
For ESPN, D-Rock puts out.
Okay, ESPN I like because I saw the one thing that the first thing every team needs to do this offseason from that Jason LaCanfora, who said that the Jaguars, what they should do first is convert dollar to pound.
You can call it whatever you want to call it. I call it reporting.
That's reporting.
Yeah, you can't spell Jason without J-A.
That's true.
That is for 100%.
Well, D-Rock's no J.A.,
Certainly.
but he said his prediction is the Jags will get a deal done with Yannick Ngakoue in August. Jags will use the franchise tag and try to work something out, but Ngakoue's camp pretty upset with the team after last year's attempted negotiations. The sides were roughly $3 million apart on an annual salary, and former Executive VP Tom Coughlin's decision to cut off negotiations resulted in a lot of anger. Always blaming Tom, D-Rock. It's going to take a while for GM Dave Caldwell to repair that relationship and a deal to get done, which means it's unlikely Ngakoue will be in training camp. That will just add to the wonderfulness that is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Awesome.
Yeah.
More good news.
Meanwhile, the Titans will sign quarterback Ryan Tannehill and running back Derrick Henry without using franchise or transition tags.
That's what I have seen. And then
they have all that cap space, and they will.
Who was the other athlete that we were talking about they might go after?
Tom Brady.
No. It was keeping those two, and it was adding a
Phillip Rivers.
Hooper.
No, I see. There's a team that could afford Hooper.
No, we can afford Hooper.
We can't afford Hooper. We're not going to get him. Let's. Mitch wants to talk about Lot J at 641.
What up, Mitch?
See what he's got today. Hello, Mitch.
What do I got? La Bamba.
Correct. La Bamba.
You know, what do you think about maybe this deal collapsing on the JEA?
I think that
Lot J.
I do think that without necessarily 100% tying each other together, I do think that the cash windfall of a JEA sale would have smoothed anything Jaguar related out financially. I do think that. Now, whether or not there was any coordination or planning to that point, then, who knows? Not the kind of thing that's going to be.
Jeff, you don't run a 32 dive without a plan. There's a plan always, okay?
Yeah.
But as far as I really hate it for Jacksonville because it is a great city. But, I mean, the poor landing, we had, 9 stores and a bank.
Yep.
We couldn't even support it. And Hooters, everybody likes the Hooters.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even support it. There's just all these bigger cities have a lot of stuff downtown, they're metropolitan areas, their workspaces and all that.
Right.
Everything's spread out in Jacksonville.
Here, Mitch, can I interrupt you for a second? No, ain't nobody in Atlanta is, these cities that are spread out, it's the same there. People aren't leaving their homes in the suburbs and driving downtown.
Nobody wants to go to downtown Jacksonville to eat.
They're utilizing downtown. Well, that's what the Lot J would be for. They're utilizing downtown when they go downtown for other things. I don't think the idea of a Lot J is that Lot J is the destination when you leave your house. I just think it makes it more likely for other downtown attractions to be the
you
destination.
Want to have people, you got to get
because you
people,
have that then.
And again, I'm not an expert, but you need people to live downtown.
Yeah, you're right. But nobody is going to drive from Gate Parkway to downtown to eat.
But they might be more likely to go to a shrimp game or a concert.
There's also residences. There's also residences down.
Yeah,
you want to have people start to live downtown. Yeah.
That's what's sad. We can't even sell out Lebanese Forsyths or whatever. It's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Great show. Thank you, man.
Yeah. I don't know if we can. We just have never had. That's never been the vibe down there. They're trying to change the vibe. It will take a whole different downtown vibe.
Yeah.
Right? Because Jacksonville's downtown is a ghost town. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Although I will say, for people like you, probably haven't been downtown at night in years. Or am I wrong? There are more bars and restaurants and activities there now than there were when we worked down at Channel 12.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. We worked at Channel 12 downtown, and we had to go across the bridges to get food.
Yeah.
There's no even any place to eat.
At night, for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, there was the Burger King on State Street. Used to go there a lot.
No bridge to get there?
No.
No, that's true.
That was a downtowner.
That's correct. That is, yeah, that's our fine dining downtown.
Burger
King.
Old
where
drive-thru.
we once saw a lot of weird things happen.
A lot of weird
Burger
things
King.
happen to that Burger King, friends.
Yeah, what happens at Burger King stays at Burger King when you go to that State Street.
Kind of got through that Burger King a lot of times.
Yeah.
You used to get that.
You guys used to always have it your way.
Burger King used to have that delicious chef salad. Remember? Used to get that.
You
a
like
lot.
that one?
Yeah, I like that. It was good.
Used to
by the way,
wipe up all the dressing with your index finger when you were done and slurp it off of it.
So good. Woj Danilo Gallinari working out a deal with the Miami Heat to help finalize a 3-team trade.
He's kind of the last piece of their big three.
Danilo Gallinari. He has to leave after he had the ball get bounced through his legs.
Three: Jimmy G,
at
Iguodala,
OKC.
and Danilo.
You think that's enough? Miami's a good team,
Big
man.
three.
Iguodala is
the rat. The rat knows what he's doing down there.
Iguodala is getting way too much attention.
Yeah,
he's a good player, but my God, it's not
Iguodala
like
was a good player because he happened to have a good game where LeBron missed some shots.
Well, Iguodala was when Iguodala was with the Sixers, he was a scorer, 20-point guy, and he's accepted lesser roles to be a defensive stopper and win championships with the Warriors. But
Finals MVP.
I think, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think that look, Miami sees an opening. Right? I mean, outside of the Bucks, there's nobody in the East that's scaring you to death right now. I saw Al Horford kiss of death for the Sixers. If anyone thinks the Sixers are going to do anything this year, and we documented the other day, they're really good at home, terrible on the road, but Al Horford said, this locker room ain't good. When the guy says that publicly at this stage, you don't overcome that. It's so bad that he's frustrated enough. Al Horford, a pretty quiet veteran player, that he has to share that.
Don't ride with the Sixers is what you're saying.
I would not ride with the Sixers.
I hope I didn't pick them in my
Did we
early
do NBA this year?
Yes.
I'm sure we did.
Yeah, remember?
I'm sure we did.
Taylor picked Oklahoma City.
OKC.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
Yeah,
It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. This is The Drill. We make the turn for the 9 o'clock hour. It's a Mo Bamba. We'll see what's trending and more next hour here on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Follow the J.U.